Earth. Huh. Wait, this isn't Earth. Oh, wait, guess what? It is. Because this is what Earth looked like before how it is now today. Yeah. A big planet. Just lava or lakes of lava everywhere. Volcanoes and morely like acid rain. I wonder what planet had the similar traits. Maybe Venus? And Earth was like this during the formation of our solar system. But then another planet called Theia, roughly the size of Mars, was close to Earth, and due to gravitational disturbances, came to Earth, and they both collided with each other. And this actually formed our moon, between these two planets. It might have made Earth a little bigger, because I don't know. I guess it worked, But after these two collided with each other, Earth and Theia actually lived in harmony. Not even, crashing into each other at all. But then until, gravitational disturbances, they were pulled against each other, and they, Then, millions of years later, Earth first began its life, having water. And its first life forms were... oh my gosh. Yeah. This is what Earth's life forms looked like, right when life started becoming, life. I know, whole different world, am I right? But guess what? This was our planet so many years ago, and it looked very, very different. These bug-like things, and the animal that you see on the screen is actually called Anomalocaris. It may look like a shrimp, but they are actually related to shrimps. And this was the very first apex predator. Yeah, kind of crazy, right? This thing was a apex predator? Well, sorry to tell you it, but it's actually true. I know. It's kind of weird, but hey, life wasn't at its highest yet. So this is the best life got or something, or whatever. But yeah, this animal was extremely fast. That's how it got able to get its stuff a lot. And this animal had a powerful shell or armor going along its back. And it also hunted trilobites, the ones that hunted shells. But it turns out in new recent studies, they actually went for soft tissue, skin, or whatever, to eat, instead of going after hard shell. But yeah, Earth was a little different at the time. Yeah, there were bug-like creatures living in our oceans, before any animals on land came to be. Then, moving forward millions of years later, that's when marine ocean life started evolving more. And that's how we get something like this thing, Dunkleosteus. This animal was, or is not related to sharks, but actually sharks formed around before the first trade. Dunkleosteus is also a apex predator, and due to its massive jaws, because if that thing bit you, your arm will be clean off. Like, off. Just be glad that these guys are not in our oceans anymore. And if they did, they still would have went extinct, because when they were living back then, yeah, the ocean's oxygen was a little different than how it is today. But Dunkleosteus was one of the most dangerous animals that lived in the oceans before many others took over its place. But that's when life started to evolve more. Something like these beasts, like Dunkleosteus and these squiddy things or whatever. I forgot their name. Millions of years later, that's when animals started coming to land. And Earth's oxygen was doubled, let's say. And that's when giant bugs started becoming giant due to the oxygen. Like Arthropleura. This thing was a length of a car. Yeah. Life was just wow. Let's just say life was a little different on this planet. But yeah. Arthropleura was a herbivore, so it wasn't really a carnivore. But just to let you know, this thing will give you a nasty bite, whatever it bit at, or something. There were even giant spiders that was the size of a human head, and a giant dragonfly that was the size of an eagle. But don't worry, these guys weren't the only ones that were ruling over this era, because there was also lizards, like that thing right there. I forgot its name too. I need to stop forgetting about their names. But then, we all know, after millions of years, because there's always a new period every single time after when a main one goes extinct, or once there's a massive extinction event that would literally wipe out so many species, but then the ones that survive will come in, and then they will rule the earth, and then they will go extinct, and then over and over again. But yeah, crazy period that you don't want to be in. And then after that, there was the time when amphibians also ruled over the earth. Yeah, amphibians. I believe that's an amphibian right there eating. Okay. Yeah, that thing's dead. Yeah, pretty crazy, right? Something like that existed. Tell me about it. But life, as we know it on Earth, was a little different. Even the oxygen levels were different before it became how it is today. Even the temperatures were a little different. It was a lot more hotter than today's temperatures and a lot more colder. Then after this period, the Carboniferous period, now we came to the Permian period, which when lizard-like mammals started taking over the earth, or synapsids. And before you say anything, that is Dimetrodon. Dimetrodon was not a dinosaur. And people mistake it as a dinosaur a lot. But just to let you know, it's not. Because they are not related to dinosaurs, but mostly to mammals. Yeah, you might be saying, wait, those things, those scaly looking monsters look like mammals are related to mammals? Yes, they are. But just a reminder, the animals that you see that existed millions of years ago are not monsters. They are animals. Like, all the time. People mistake these animals to be as movie monsters. I don't like that, because these are animals. Like, when you see an elephant, you call it, ooh, wow, what a beautiful animal. But then when you see these guys, yeah, monsters. They're not. Just like any animal in our world. But yeah. And after the Dimetrodons, they evolved into this thing, a Gorgonopsid. And like I said earlier, they are related to mammals, but having lizard-like traits. Yeah, pretty cool, right? Just a reminder, just be glad that these guys are also extinct. But rest assured to me, these are wonderful and magnificent animals. Because I said so. Also, just a reminder, there will be text on the screen showing fun facts or facts about these animals, or some things that you did not know about these animals, or life on Earth itself, or our planet Earth, or whatever. But yeah, but their time ruling over Earth was soon come to an end. An extinction event, or a massive extinction event, called the Great Dying. This extinction event was a lot more worse than the dinosaurs' extinction in the next few million years after these guys. So yeah. Then after that, we are in the Triassic period, when dinosaurs started appearing, but they weren't rulers of Earth yet. That's when these giant lizards, or whatever, like this animal called Postosuchus. Yeah, this was also an apex predator too, and you should be glad that it's not alive anymore. Yeah, you should be glad about that. Yeah, like really. Because if these guys were alive, yeah, you would not like it. Even one of the survivors of the late Permian extinction, like Listosaurus, also survived and went all the way into the Triassic period until they became endangered species and went extinct. Yeah, kind of sucks that those little tiny dudes went extinct. And then now we are in the Jurassic period. That's when dinosaurs started becoming the rulers of Earth. But the Jurassic period was the shortest period, but the Cretaceous was the longest period for dinosaurs. And yeah, just to let you know that scientists are finding ways of making new discoveries of these animals every single day or month or year. New articles will come in about these animals. That's where I get my stuff on my intelligence, but who cares about that? But you want to know what they sound like? Here's one of them for an example. Pretty interesting, huh? Well, soon the late Jurassic will come to an end after, of course, climate change. Then, after they went extinct, but the dinosaurs came back anyways, because some dinosaur species go extinct and some or new ones will begin. That's when we started having popular animals in the Cretaceous period, like Carcharodontosaurus, Tyrannosaurus rex, Spinosaurus, Triceratops, and there is a lot I could say, but you can just do your own research on that. But do you want to know what the Tyrannosaurus rex sounds like? Because it's not like how you imagine it to sound like. Something that you don't want to hear in the forest yourself, right? Yeah. But don't worry. But there is also another dinosaur that scientists did confirm to what have actually sounded like in real life. But yeah, there was also other animals that lived in the late Cretaceous or lived with dinosaurs, but they weren't dinosaurs, like pterosaurs and the ones that lived in the ocean. They're all reptiles, not dinosaurs. But then, of course, there was a giant asteroid the size of Mount Everest came crashing down to Earth, and that's when the dinosaurs took their last steps on Earth. after a giant asteroid killed them all. Like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. But not all dinosaurs went extinct because there were some survivors, like the birds. Yes, the birds that you see in the sky. They are related to dinosaurs. Then, after that, the Earth recovered, of course, but there was also other survivors, like the mammals. Yes, mammals did live with the dinosaurs, but not the ones that are alive today, because mammals were actually small, because they had their limit of them evolving, because the dinosaurs were around. But without the dinosaurs, that's when they started inheriting the Earth. That's when we started getting very cool predators, like Smilodon, or, which you know, saber-toothed tiger or lion or whatever. And then they became like the rulers of Earth after the dinosaurs went extinct, and they still are today. And they were also a little weird and different. Yeah. Before they became, well, you know, how they are today. But yeah, after the dinosaurs went extinct, mammals started thriving and going everywhere across the entire planet. But just to let you know, the Earth didn't start an ice age after when the dinosaurs went extinct by that giant meteor. That was when mammals were still over the Earth, but that's when the ice age came about. Do you also want to hear what another prehistoric animal might have sounded like? Well, here's Smilodon for an example. Well, of course it's going to sound like that because we have, of course, tigers and lions today. So, yeah. Like, it's not really that hard because if we already have animals here today, then of course we're going to know what they're going to sound like back then. Yeah, here's another thing. There were also alligator-like species that used to run. Yeah, and had longer legs. Oh yeah, here's another cool fact. That image that you're seeing right now, yeah, that's a pig. Yeah, I know, it's crazy. That's a pig. And you know what they're called? Scientists actually give them a nickname called a hell pig. Yeah, they were not to be messing with. But then, millions of years later, of course, soon, Ice Age came around. And that's when we started getting the most popular animal alongside with Tyrannosaurus Rex and other extinct mammals or dinosaurs or whatevers, because yeah, there are also weird things like that thing right there. You know, fun fact, the skull of that animal was only found, like no like bones or anything and all. There were even giant armadillo-like beasts that were the size of a car, and there were giant sloths before they became small. There were even giant snakes like the Titanoboa, and of course in our marine water or in marine life, like the Megalodon, which was ginormous, of course, and massive. Don't even say it. And yeah, but that's when these guys came along, the terror birds, aka, or what I would like to say, when the dinosaurs came back. But here's another cool fact. This is what they sounded like back then. But yeah. But wait, you might be wondering, how are these guys related to dinosaurs? Like I said, there is a family called theropods or theropoda. Animals or carnivores that only walk on 2 legs. Yeah, these are the dinosaurs. Yeah, they are related to dinosaurs because they walk on two legs, and they are also part of the family of dinosaurs. Like, especially when you see a bird. Yeah, they are also related to dinosaurs. But the ones that we know today, which of course, the birds, are avian. The dinosaurs that we know were non-avian. Big difference, but they're still related to each other. And they still had bird traits to each other. But yeah, and then after that, that's when South America and North America basically connected with each other, and that's when terror birds also met Smilodon. Then after years later, terror bird went extinct. And terror birds were actually meat eaters. The ones that we know today are herbivores. The ones that only eat, of course, plants. And, I believe that's a horse right there. Too bad, so sad, it's dead. But who cares? Then, of course, after that, that's when the Ice Age came around with the woolly mammoth. Hold on. The woolly mammoth. I don't even know why I had to make it sound so cool, because I believe some of you guys don't even care, but I care though, but who cares? But, yeah. Then the Ice Age came around, and of course, that's when they started having big old coats to keep them warm. But elephants that we see today don't have that because they don't need to, because right now it's not even cold. So, yeah, it's just getting hot now. But of course, woolly mammoth was also one of the popular animals too. But they weren't alone. Another species called humans started to exist. And some of these humans, or early humans, actually hunted down these magnificent animals, led them to extinction. But humans were sort of a part of it, and some weren't. Because of course, there was climate change. Climate change also can ruin thousands of environments and lead so many species to extinction. Not just by some giant ice age, or giant asteroids, or anything. Climate change is one of them that can cause many species to go extinct. But then after the Ice Age, Earth became how it is today, which I would like to call it modern day Earth, or modern day Earth, whatever. Suck at these names. But yeah, during this era of Earth, that's when right now is so peaceful right now. I lied. Right now is not so peaceful because humans are ruining it. Yeah, some of these humans actually destroy environments of other species on Earth, or life itself. Like, they will destroy anything. And that's why there are some species that gone extinct because of humans. Like the dodo bird, or the Tasmanian tiger that lived in Australia and got extinct because, you want to know the reason? They were led to extinction of humans because the Australian government said was just for fun. Like, they wanted them dead, like, to begin with. Pretty sad, huh? Because even though they didn't even do anything. But when you kill a species off that's important to the environment, that would ruin the ecosystem itself. I mean, because Tasmanian tigers actually got rid of or started killing sick animals that would have ruined the environment. But without them, there would be so many sick animals everywhere ruining the ecosystem. But right now, life is still going through as usual, and I don't think it won't stop anytime soon. And yeah, and life, how it is now, is really awesome. But sometimes life was a little different back then. And look, Earth is in a crisis right now. And maybe some of you would like to help this planet. Make it back how it used to be. Maybe we can stop killing all these animals just for no reason, or hunting them and stuff. Because there are some actual species that are not in the wild anymore. And that kind of sucks. And some of them are in containment, keeping them away from poachers or hunters. that almost hunted them down to extinction. But maybe one of you guys is in that classroom might be the person that would actually stop all of that. One of you at least. But Earth right now is doing great, but its life not so well. But you can do something about it. And Earth right now is going through climate change a lot. And humans are trying to solve how to fix it. And so it wouldn't be so climate changey or whatever. But just to rest assured, this is our home. And we'll live on it and die with it. But what happened after the Ice Age? Well, humans started to inherit the Earth and became the top, of course, species on the food chain. And they still are today. The ocean life is a little different. The main life is doing well, I guess. Even some species that existed a long time ago even are still alive today. Even some that existed with the dinosaurs, some that existed before the dinosaurs. But yeah. But then humans started building a lot of stuff recently. And what you see on the screen right now is what they built. Which, of course, you know that already because you're here. You're in one big classroom, of course, or in your house, classroom, hotel room, whatever you're living in. It was built by, of course, us humans. But just remember, we're sort of overpopulating this planet, and there will be too much humans on this planet. And there will be so much cities everywhere that life itself probably wouldn't exist. Even some animals that rely on those, of course, those environments will be gone, and soon they will become extinct. Even some scientists right now are actually trying to bring back extinct animals because they say that it might help the environment. But what are the consequences of that? Well, I know in Jurassic Park that was an example, but can we really take care of extinct species? Because why are we even bringing back long gone species if we can't even take care of our own? It's probably for the best to leave those animals be and let them stay extinct. And we start focusing on the animals today that really need our help. Or some of them that need our help. But just to let you know and all that scientists or us humans are really trying our best to help these animals and planet Earth itself. But what I would like to say for life itself and Earth, nothing can really last forever. Because there will be new kingdoms that would fall with song that would arise on this planet forever. Well, look at that! You made it all the way to sort of the end of the video, but before we get to the end of this video, I'd like to thank you all for watching this. And I'm really proud to say that I actually really enjoyed making this for, of course, this classroom, of course, because we were learning about planet Earth and solar system, and the moon and stuff, and I thought it would be fun to sort of make a video about it. So I'm kind of glad that I did make this video. But hey, at least you had some fun, right? Come on, some of you at least did. Or at least some of you might have learned something from this. Maybe you want to help life itself today, or help this planet Earth from, of course, pollution or climate change, or saving species, or fixing environments. But let's just say that not all humans are bad. actually go. But I hope you enjoy this video.